Next, let us see the use of throw and throws keywords. What is throw and throws? Let us see what is throw keyword. Throw. We know that you can create your own exception type. There are already defined, predefined exceptions are there. You can have your own exception classes. Only thing that it must inherit the exception class. And if you want to, in your code, when you write your program, you may want your code to throw exception. In all the other cases, we saw that the runtime system causes the exceptions to be thrown. When it meets with some unwanted situations, it will throw the exception. Similarly, in our code, we can write the code to throw exception. You yourself can throw your own type of exception. Whichever type of exception you want to throw, you may or may not create your own exception classes, and you can throw objects of those classes, or the predefined objects also you can throw. So exception can be thrown within the program if the user wants so. So in such cases, the user must use the keyword throw. Throw exception object. You have to create the exception object and you can throw the exception object using the keyword throw. So here you can see the program class name, deposit throws remote exception. See, throw new remote exception. This method, it is not handling an exception. It is not handling an exception. It is only throw new remote exception. That means there is no condition, nothing. This method will throw the exception always. Throw new remote exception means it will throw the exception. Rest of the statements will not be executed. It will throw the exception, but it is not handling. So we said that if there is any chance of any exception, we must put it in try block. We must handle the exception, but this method actually it throws the exception using the throw keyword, throwing an exception, but it is not handled. So what you have to do in such cases, you must use the keyword throws. See, along with the method name you have written throws remote exception, means that this method will throw an exception out, or it is not handled by this. It is throwing an exception and it is not handling it. That is why you are writing throws remote exception. So all the checked exceptions which are thrown, if it is not handled in that method, you have to use the clause throws and the exception type. So these are the additional two keywords, throw and throws. Hope you understood the meaning. Throw is used to throw an exception, and if a method throws a checked exception which is not handled, then it has to mention it using the throws keyword. A method can declare that it throws more than one exception, in which case the exceptions are declared in a list separated by commas. Throws remote exception, comma, whichever other type of exception. If there are many throw keywords here within the method, then all of them must be listed in the throws clause. See here, class name, withdraw. Throws remote exception, comma, insufficient funds exception. Two types of exceptions this method can throw: remote exception and insufficient funds exception. And method body has not been written, and that body it can write throw new remote exception, and also in another part throw new insufficient funds exception. And here you can see another example, except test integer array, main method integer array of size 2, access element 3, trying to access the element with index 3. The indexing is actually, there are only two elements, 0 and 1. Trying to access 3. Array index out of exception will be thrown. Then handler, see, try, within the try, it is trying to access the element 3 with index 3, and catch array index out of, this will occur, array index out of bounds exception. Then exception thrown plus E must be outputted. This will be printed out, and finally, and catch, it matches with this catch, and also finally will be executed, and assigning the first element to be 6, first element value, then the finally statement is executed. This will be outputted. So see the output, exception thrown, then first element 6, finally statement is executed. So these are the use of finally. So we saw all the keywords: try, catch, finally, throw, and throws. Next, we can have user defined exceptions, and we saw that using throw you can throw exception, and an example we saw already in the bank case, deposit case, they are throwing remote exception and insufficient funds exception. So those exceptions are associated with the banking system, insufficient funds. So that means it is a user defined exception. It is not a predefined exception or built-in exception, but user defined exception. You can create your own exceptions in Java, and then we know, and you can throw that exception if anything unholy happens. So keep the following points in mind when writing your own exception classes. All exceptions must be a child of throwable. You know that parent class is throwable. So if you want to write a checked exception that is automatically enforced by the handler or declare rule, you need to extend the exception class, child class of throwable, or it must be the child class of the exception class. If you want to write a runtime exception, you need to extend the runtime exception class. We can define your own exception class as below. C. Class myException extends exception. You can see the use of the insufficient funds exception, which we already saw. See, the class insufficient fund exception extends exception. Private double amount, insufficient constructor, insufficient funds exception. This doubt amount is equal to amount. Get amount, return amount. So we can see the checking account class, which uses or throws the insufficient funds exception. There is, in this class, checking account class, there is balance and account number. Checking account, this number is equal to number. Deposit of amount, balance plus is equal to amount. Then withdraw of amount throws insufficient funds exception. If amount less than or equal to balance, balance minus equal to amount. If amount, that means the withdrawal amount is less than balance, smaller than balance, it can be withdrawn. So that is why balance is reduced by that much amount. Otherwise, the amount you want to withdraw is more than the balance existing, then double needs is equal to amount minus balance. So there is some insufficient amount by the value needs. That is why it throw new insufficient funds exception of needs. Those much amount is missing. So insufficient funds exception is thrown when it tries to withdraw an amount which is more than the balance. The insufficient funds exception is thrown, and since this is not handled here, you have to write within the method as throws insufficient funds exception. Another method of the class is get balance and get number. So this bank demo.java, it shows the execution. during the execution whether the exception is thrown and what will be printed. Let us see. Public class bank demo. The main method checking account is equal to new checking account, depositing 500, system dot out withdrawing 100, withdraw 100, it is okay, less than 500. Now the balance will be 400. Then withdrawing 600, c dot withdraw 600, that means balance now is 400, you are trying to withdraw 600. This will cause insufficient funds exception, that will throw the withdraw method here, will throw the insufficient funds exception, and we know it is a checked exception, so that is written, this statement is written within try catch block. So catch, this will cause exception and it will be caught here, not at the withdraw method. Withdraw method will cause the exception and it will be caught here. Insufficient fund system, sorry, but you are short of needs amount, e dot get amount. These are the outputs. Withdrawing 600, you are short of 200, insufficient funds exception at this point.